What's going on, everyone? In today's episode, I thought it'd be fun just to kind of take a little bit of a break from the garden content and talk about our green stock content, because you guys have all been asking for an update. So I thought I'd give you an update on our green stock planters that we planted up here. And honestly, I could not be happier. I am so pumped. These look absolutely incredible. And we got some super cool stuff happening that I thought I'd kind of showcase, just because a lot of you also ask, like, what can I plant in a green stock? And so yeah, I want to show you what we got going on here. So coming in close, let's go through the first one here. This is our herb planter. So up top here, we have citronella. Now all of these are on caster bases, so they actually can rotate, which is awesome because they don't get sunlight on the back side. So every 2 days, we give them a little quarter turn, and that's awesome. But this citronella, oh my gosh, it smells so amazing. It's doing really well up here. It's filling out super nicely. Then down here, we have some smaller thyme plants. They're just starting to fill out. We got some English thyme and some French thyme. Then here we have some rosemary. And this rosemary started out small. It's growing very fast though, which I'm really happy with. That's doing awesome. And then we have a couple empty spaces here, but we have some basil. Basil is doing really well. We're gonna be harvesting from this really soon. Down here, this is what's awesome about these, is we have mint. Now mint, we'd never put in the garden. It becomes very invasive. I don't ever recommend planting mint in your garden, unless of course you wanna regret it later. In that case, plant all the mint you want. You will for sure regret it. But in our case, we don't want mint running through the garden, so we planted it here. This is some chocolate mint, and we also have some peppermint. And I'll tell you what, this is probably my favorite level, just because, oh my gosh, it's so fragrant. It just is awesome, and they're doing really, really well. Then down here, we got some sage. Some of the pockets didn't do so well, they just didn't take, but the ones that took, did awesome. All right, and last but not least, we got our oregano down here at the bottom, and that kind of just finishes it off. Oregano does really well down at the bottom because it's a really bushy, traily plant. So as this fills out, it's kind of just gonna bush down, kind of touch the ground down here, gives lots of space for it to grow and develop, but could not be happier with our herb planter here. I'm gonna fill out some more of these little empty spaces with some more basil and things like that. But all in all, awesome. And we have all of our layers planted up with 7 different varieties of herbs. It just kind of showcases the possibilities of what you can do. So let's move on to the next one. All right, check this one out. This is probably my all-time favorite, maybe tied for second with the other one, but this I think could not have gone over better. This is our spring greens planter, and what we've got going on is we have our cold weather stuff up top here and more of our mid-season stuff down below, because the mid-season stuff gets a little bit bigger, takes up a little more space. And because we don't want to crowd for space and for sunlight, we threw that down below, and it just has this really cool kind of pyramid stacked shape. Up top here, we got our cilantro. Cilantro is a cold weather crop, believe it or not. Then we have our lettuce. We actually have our red sales lettuce here. And then just below that, we've got our Swiss chard. Look at how beautiful this is. Just so full and lush. I mean, every side has got the Swiss chard on there. And then one step lower, we've got here a green cabbage. This is an early season variety of cabbage, doing really well. Just could not be happier. And then down below that, we've got a red cabbage. We got red cabbage all down here. And as you can see, it is just thriving. I could not be happier with this planter. This one is probably one of my all-time favorites. Like I said, it's just awesome. And then as these get harvested here, once we harvest them, we're then gonna plant out some other stuff. I think we're gonna do green beans in here, because green beans is kind of a natural progression from what is early season into more of kind of a mid-season transition crop. So they still don't like that really hot weather, but they're gonna do great in this kind of late spring, early summer season, which is kind of gonna be a great transition. We're always growing something, and it kind of just showcases how much food you can grow in less than 2 feet. This thing is absolutely packed full of food. All right, and last but not least, we have our pepper green stock. Now, I could not be happier with this. I think, honestly, this is probably one of my favorites as well. It's definitely up there, like I said. I mean, just the overall look of this is so incredible. And a lot of you have wanted updates and have been begging for updates, because when I posted pictures on Facebook, there was outcry beyond belief with the fact that we planted a whole green stalk full of peppers. And I said, trust me, I think this is possible. And lo and behold, I think from this result right here, it is more than possible. Now, we did plant only small fruiting peppers. Up top here, we have pimentos. Then down here, we have some jalapeno. And then here we have a row of just some Thai chilies. Then down here, we have another row of pimentos, and then we have another row of some jalapenos. And so it's really given us just only small fruit, because the smaller the fruit, typically the smaller the plant. And because I didn't want to plant any large, big, blocky bell peppers, those plants typically get pretty large and unwieldy. And I didn't want those in the green stock because I didn't think they would perform quite as well. But the other thing too, each pocket, you have to remember, is part of a bigger pocket. And so they've got this much soil plus everything else inside of the green stock that is still soil. So yes, the pockets are smaller, but I think they're going to do really well. And we're fertilizing them very heavily with Trifecta Plus. That's our fertilizer of choice. And as you can see, there's no yellowing of leaves. They are just putting on tons of growth. And like I said, I think they're going to do really, really well. So those are the green stalks. We have another one that's planted up with strawberries. It's just a strawberry planter, but there's nothing really to write home about just yet because they're just starting to grow. But as you can see from these, pretty awesome results. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully y'all learned something new or were inspired to grow in a green stock. If you're interested in getting your hands on one, make sure you go check out MIgardener.com. We actually sell them over there, and you get free shipping if you go get them from our website. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And as always, this is Luke from the MIgardener channel, reminding you to grow bigger. Take care. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, consider checking this one out. You'll probably enjoy it just as much. I want to thank you so much for your viewership, because without it, this channel would not be as amazing as it is. If you haven't subscribed yet, it's free. Consider doing that. We upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, rain or shine. And if you need any garden tools, supplies, or seeds, check out MIgardener.com. We got you covered. See you guys in the garden. Bye.